Hi guys, my name is Crony. I'm the owner and operator of DigStraightDown.com. It's a Minecraft server for adults, and today I'd like to give you a tutorial on how to use Ventrilo. It's a voice chat program that we use to communicate with each other when we don't feel like typing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up a web page, and I'm going to go to DigStraightDown.com. And that will bring up our web page. Partly I'm going there just to kind of advertise for our website, but also on our home site there is a link to instructions on everything I'm going to tell you how to do today. So if you want to follow along here, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll hopefully be able to tell you everything in the voice version. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to this link right here. This is the Ventrilo main page for downloads, and we're going to get the program. Now you need to know whether you have a 32-bit or a 64-bit system for Windows. If you're not sure, go ahead and use the 32-bit. Most people today have 64-bit systems. Obviously, if you have a Mac, go ahead and use the Mac version. The instructions will be slightly different. My instructions today will be for Windows only. Click the 64-bit. I'm going to agree to the terms, and that will download pretty quickly. It's a very small program. Once it's done, I'm going to click that, agree to that, next, going to accept the license agreement, and this just installs it to the default directory. Installs pretty quickly once it gets going, and it's done. So we're finished. It is now installed. Link to my desktop. I'm going to click that link, and that brings up the Ventrilo window. So the first thing I need to do is I need to make a name for myself, and like it says right here, please make your Ventrilo name the same as your in-game name. This is to avoid confusion, so that people don't have to learn two names for 100 different people. So for me, I'm gonna hit this little arrow key, and I'm gonna click the new, enter my name, Crony, and click OK. You don't need to fill out any of the rest of this. Leave it all blank. And then for the server, I'll click this little arrow for the add server connection. And again, I'm going to hit new. The name doesn't really matter that much. You can call it Vent, you can call it My Server, doesn't matter. The host name is this. All this information is going to be just copied right from here. So we're going to take vent.digstraightdown.com and plug that right into the host name. I'm just going to check the spelling. Check the port number. The default port number needs to be changed to 58734. The password is right over here, which is Banhammer. The default channel. This is optional, but it's really useful. It automatically joins you to the channel that we use most often. So I would recommend typing this in. Easiest way to do that is just to go over here, select it, copy it, and paste it. You can obviously type it out, but that's the easiest way. And it looks like everything here is correct. So I'm going to click OK. That brings up the screen here. Now we're going to go into Setup. Just this button right there. Bring that over a little bit. Now most of this stuff is all set. By default, your hotkey is going to be the left control. You can change that to any key you want. Basically what this means is, in order to talk, to have other people hear you in Ventrilo, you need to press this button and hold it down. So you want to choose a button that's easy to get to, that you're going to remember, and that you're not using for something else. So you don't want to use your WASD keys. My preference is the insert. Next, you want to go to your input and output devices. It's on the right-hand side of the screen here. Leave the direct sound buttons checked, and you're going to go down and you're going to look for, if you have a headset, like which I do, you're going to look for that. If you have, some other different kind of headset, it might be named that. USB ones will typically show exactly what they're called. If they're not USB, they'll say, default speakers, or they'll say, you'll have to kind of test each one on your own. So this would be for the sound that you're going to hear. For the sound, for the input device, this is going to be your microphone. So for me, it's kind of the same thing, the USB headset. This is kind of important because a lot of times Ventrilo will pick up it'll detect the wrong microphone, like your webcam. A lot of monitors have webcams that people don't even know about, and or your laptop condenser mic, it'll pick that up sometimes. So if you ever have problems with people hearing you, double check this input device. Hardware input, change that to your microphone. Most people don't have a problem with their sound levels, but in case you do, if people say, hey, you sound really quiet, just go down here and raise your outbound a couple ticks. If you sound really loud, you would lower it a little bit. Your inbound is going to do kind of the same thing in reverse. It's going to make other people sound louder or other people sound quieter. Now, I think we have pretty much everything done. The only other thing would be ducking. Ducking is a neat little thing. If you're playing music in the background or something like that, it'll make the music or television or whatever you're listening to, video game, it'll make it quieter while you're pressing the Ventrilo button. So that's something to think about. That's optional, but I recommend it. You can test all your settings too here with the test button. Once you get all that set done, you click the OK button, and now we're going to test it out. So you click the connect button. First time you'll get this message welcoming people to the server. Hey Donut, how's it going? I'm doing the YouTube video.
Oh, cool. It's going okay. Nothing much is going on.
Cool. We're gonna hop up to one channel up just so I can talk to these good people for 1 sec. Now you can kind of see that while I have the button pressed, the little light will go on there, the speaker light, and when I stop pressing the button, it will go off. So that's a good way to tell if you're having sound problems or if somebody else is trying to talk and their light's not going on, or a little diagnostic thing. Let's see if there's anything else. You can also go into your setup, and if you go to events, right now they're set on all wave file, and that's basically plays little sounds when you go from different channels, or if you connect to the server, it'll play a sound. If you click the All TTS button, that will switch to a different mode where the computer will translate it into speech. And I'll test that out in just one sec. Click the OK button. And now we're going to test that out, see if we get any sound here.
Now in the dig straight down channel.
Welcome back to the channel.
Okay, we're just testing the text-to-speech option, and I think we're pretty much done with the video. In case anybody doesn't know, Donut is one of our fine moderators, so you might see him online. Otherwise, my name has been Crony. Please send any questions to crony@digstraightdown.com. You have a nice night.